rich. Christ,
Yeah.
her mother has fucking cancer, and they can barely pay for the fucking the treatments.
Yeah.
She's fucking going to a goddamn photo booth. Better be fucking kidding me.
Well, I mean, are they really that expensive? You say technically,
dude,
100
cents is too much when you're fucking poor for shit you don't need. Need is the term here.
You mean 10 U.S. cents because it's watered down
matter.
there, right?
I don't care if it's a fucking penny.
Okay.
If you do not have it, it is too much. This is why when somebody is broken, when a homeless person gives you something of theirs, it means 1,000 times more than if Donald Trump.
Oh yes, and they expect more out of you, right?
Because it's nothing to him. That fucking thing that homeless person gave you, that could be a quarter of their fucking earthly possessions.
Right. But it means they're trying to force an exchange off.
No, it doesn't.
Because Tara does that kind of stuff too.
Looking into something. Nothing has any meaning unless you know it does. Just because you see a meaning in it doesn't mean anything. And it's a hypothetical fucking situation, so you cannot ascribe fucking meaning to it. Because I made it the fuck up.
Okay, so
my god, she literally sent me 70 fucking pictures about these fucking photos that she paid for. Unfucking believable.
Wow. So you never send her like political stuff at all, right?
What's the fucking point? She doesn't care.
Well,
she doesn't understand our politics. Nobody in other foreign countries do.
All right. But what kinds of things do you send her?
I mean, I occasionally send her shit like that, but half the time she's like, I don't really get it. I understand.
You mean because it looks totally different than the Philippines?
No, because they don't speak politics. Living across the globe.
No, I'm not talking about politics. No, I'm talking about if you went outside and took a random photo of this intersection, like would she be confused because it doesn't look anything like the Philippines?
No, because she's seen it before.
Oh, she has seen it before. Okay.
But I wouldn't do that because why would anybody want a random picture of a fucking intersection?
Because it could help them astrally project.
There isn't any.
Okay.
There is no reason.
All right.
To do that.
Okay.
So much shit. This is what kills me. We haven't talked for like 2 days just because I've been busy and I just haven't thought of it. And she hasn't messaged me either until now. And now she's blasting me everything over the last 2 days with all this shit that I don't fucking want.
It's the full moon. It makes everybody more hyper.
That's retarded. Just because it hasn't.
Oh my goodness!
She hasn't talked to me in 2 days.
Well, the thing is, Richard went into the hospital. He got transferred from the nursing home to the hospital because he had a stroke, and the nursing home staff didn't realize.
Because the fucking full moon. It has nothing to do with our health. It's bullshit.
The full moon might have been conjunct one of his major planets.
Yeah, that's not a thing. It's all bullshit.
What's she talking about?
Just a video.
Oh, okay. Random video.
No, video she made.
Oh, okay. What does she usually make videos of other than landscapes?
Herself.
Oh, I see. So she's sort of trying to be have a one man audience as if she's doing OnlyFans or something, right? No,
not for that.
Okay.
Just like she likes to show her. She likes to take. She's of the same realm as a lot of Asians and Filipinos probably that like the whole TikTok dancing bullshit.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I mean, she knows that I'm not big on the whole show yourself to the whole fucking world thing.
Well, yeah. I don't know if you've seen Asian media, but even the guys are kind of like effeminate, if you will, and they look all sparkly and they're wearing fluffy things and
all Asians.
Okay.
Most Asians do not look feminine, not men. They might
out in the real world, yeah.
But you got to remember, they also are relatively thin, and a lot of times thinness makes people look feminine.
Yeah. Well, what about
in this country where we're all fucking fat?
What about that Jackie Chan movie where he goes to the spa to get a massage and stuff like that? So apparently, Asian men go to massage more than what?
Well, yeah, it's called Rush Hour or 2.
Rush Hour 2.
My point is, I understand what you're saying. That because the fact of the matter is, men are. I mean, the whole point is men should be pampering themselves more than women because we're the ones that do the fucking work.
Yeah.
Women fucking sit around the house half the time and do nothing. Why the fuck do they need a massage?
Yeah.
What fucking stress are they going through? Nothing.
Yeah.
They think they're stressed, but they're not because they don't even know what real stress is.
Well, that's the other thing. Teal Swan always said that you need to give your woman containment. Make her feel safe, even when she kind of irrationally doesn't feel safe.
This is why most women, once they actually understand themselves better as they get older, they find somebody that gives them limitations.
Yeah.
Because if you give your woman freedom, she will walk the fuck away most of the time.
Yeah.
Which is why millions of women end up with men that are controlling.
Yeah.
Because deep down they want to be controlled. Because being controlled has something to do with being protected.
Because
the world
it comes from their childhood with their dads.
No,
if they have a strong dad, right?
Because a lot of them don't have dads.
Okay.
And they still want this. So it has nothing to do with that. But my point is, it's nature. Like, if you're out in the world by yourself, you're not protected. So if a man keeps you out of the world, you are instinctively protected.
Oh, you're in the nest in the feudal castle. Yeah. With the white picket fence. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even have to have that. It could be in a fucking trailer park in fucking Alabama.
Yeah.
You could be half starving to death, but you're still protected.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get fucking raped in the fucking mall if you're at home fucking taking care of kids.
Oh, yeah.
You're not gonna get accosted. You're not gonna, nobody's gonna call you.
Yeah,
and
I don't know who was saying this, but somebody did say, all of the cultures, that have, a robust immigration policy and keep uniformity in their countries seem to be, doing the best. And he was saying, why is it that everybody wants to move to European countries?
They don't.
Well, then why are they the only countries with an immigration problem?
What do you think we have?
Yes, we have an immigration problem because people want to come here because they think everything's free. When my mom was young, she was told the streets were paved with gold and people just sit around and eat and sleep and stuff like that.
Okay, but that's an old school way of thinking.
Right.
Now that technology exists, everybody knows that once you get here, you have to work hard.
Well, yes. When my mom got here, I mean, she was only 9 years old, but as soon as she got into teenage years, she had to start babysitting and a dog sitting, and then she graduated to the restaurant. Sometimes worked 15-hour days at the.
But everybody does that across the world.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way to get ahead is to actually work hard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to stagnate. Why do you think I'm so pissed off about the last year?
Yeah.
Because I haven't been able to do a fucking thing. Every time I try to do something slams me back down. Usually it's my back.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the fact that I got into fucking.
Interesting. Richard feels like that too. Every time he gets a leg up, something slams him down.
Well, that's because he does it to himself.
Yeah.
How many tens of thousands of dollars has he given that dumb cunt?
That's true.
Why do you think I don't want to talk to him? Because his whole fucking mentality on life is fucked.
Yeah.
I would have, the second that bitch lied to me one time, I'd have fucking turned her in for fraud.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. I'd have called I'd have tried to have her kids taken away. If I'm fucking trying to help you and you stab me in the fucking back, I hope you die in the ditch. Because that is the biggest piece of shit that you could be as a human. If someone is reaching out their hand to you when you need it, and you fucking take it and then stab them, you're the biggest piece of shit in the world. And she did it so many fucking times it makes my head spin.
Yeah,
and he keeps letting it happen.
Yep.
If it happens one time and you walk the fuck away, I will say, I'm sorry that happened to you. That sucks.
And you know what?
Be careful the next time you go to help somebody.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on and we'll be best buddies.
Yeah.
But the second you said, oh, well, she didn't stab me that bad, I'm going to give her a chance to do it again.
No, that wasn't exact mindset. His exact mindset was that she had nowhere to go. She had no options in life because she had a felony charge.
It does not matter what the situation is. If you stab somebody after they just helped you, it's the whole scorpion and the frog shit. Or turtle or frog.
Yeah.
It's the frog.
Yeah.
This turtle could get fucking stuck. It's the scorpion and the frog. That motherfucker, not only did he survive this thing, but he went back and got another fucking scorpion. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. Because that, at least you could make that mistake. He took the same fucking scorpion back across the water. And then stung him again. And then he did it again. 100,000 times.
Even
What the fuck
even
kind
when
of a
he was
retard
in the
doesn't
hospital
learn from this third mistake? That's the exact same mistake.
Well, not just 3 mistakes, but like
no, it's 10,000. That's my
Yeah.
point. Every single penny that goes towards her is another fucking mistake.
But let me just say one
He
thing.
never fucking learns anything.
Yeah,
It's painful.
Yeah.
This is why I don't give a shit. I hope he has. I mean, I don't hope he dies, but Jesus, I hope this finally makes him fucking learn something.
No, it hasn't, because
of course not.
And because in the nursing home, the
learn.
professionals have been talking to him, including like social worker and doctor and everything, and all he could think about is oh no, Savannah's gonna fail. I don't know where she's gonna go. Blah blah blah. And and then I talked to one of the professionals who spoke to him, and she's like, I don't know why he keeps wanting to talk about this random woman in Philly, instead of himself for once, And
this is my point. He's a lost cause. That's why I don't want to talk about him ever.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Sergey's even talked to me about him over the years, and I'm like, just stop right there.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's a fucking lost cause.
You
can't save him. Why? Because he doesn't want to be saved. Because he doesn't even want to learn from his fucking mistakes. How much further down a rabbit hole can you go?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm being facetious.
Well, I mean, he gave his whole last paycheck to her at the risk of losing his apartment, and then she ended up spending the money on the car so that she could make a 45-minute commute. But then she lost, her residence, or the apartment. And he said, "Oh, that landlord is so ruthless." It was like, nope.
It's the landlord's fault.
Yeah, for charging too much and for charging too soon and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Motherfucker gives me a headache.
Yeah. So so what do you think will happen when Sergey gets back?
What's gonna happen?
I mean, life as usual, or do you think he'll be like changed or something like that? Think he'll be slightly grouchy as he readapts to this environment?
Or care.
Okay.
Again, like the people in his thing are like, is he gonna be safe there? I'm like, what the fuck are you asking me? Are you asking me if I'm gonna take care of him? Are you asking me if I'm gonna shoot him in his sleep? What the fuck are you asking me? Oh, we just want to make sure he's safe. What the fuck makes you think he's not safe? What fucking world do you stupid retards live in? You think I'm gonna shoot him in his sleep?
See, the thing is, I have this theory about it that his own brain attacks itself because it tries to relive his childhood, and so this whole trans thing is like a defense mechanism of his, essentially to try and like cope with, being put on the lowest rung and like being isolated. But then when he's with company, he lashes out at people, blah blah blah, Yeah. So business as usual, I guess, in the sense that you won't be talking to him, I won't be talking to him.
I don't care what you do.
No. I'm admitting that I don't plan to talk with him. I don't plan to share any interaction with him. I mean, I mean, I'll talk to you because you're going to talk to him about letting me stay a couple days a week, or maybe every other week at first, or something like that.
I mean, it's possible you might want to verify that you're. I don't know that you might. I don't know. This is just me.
That I'm actually contributing the money or whatever.
No, he has no fucking claim to that knowledge at all.
Okay.
You don't have to share that knowledge with him because it's not his fucking business. But my point is, if the only thing he should be worried about is if you're gonna leave him alone. If that's something he's worried about.
Leave him alone? You mean by himself?
Yeah, like not bother him all the time, like not walk into his room when he doesn't.
Yeah. Of course, I'll leave him alone. I mean, most of the time I'll be out of the house.
No. What I'm saying is, if that's something he's worried about, then
it's gonna eat him up, right? Yeah.
No, not necessarily. But
no. This happened before.
What I'm saying is, he might talk to you about that, but otherwise, he doesn't have to talk to you at all.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if he's going to talk to you, it would probably be in that scenario where he's like, well, Adam said you're not going to fucking, bother me when I'm by myself or whatever. In that scenario, obviously you might have to reassure him that is the plan.
Yeah.
But otherwise, There's not really a reason for you to really be talking unless you want to.
True.
Like, you don't have to talk.
Say, didn't you say you were going to call your girlfriend?
I messaged her to see if she's still awake.
Oh, okay.
Looks like she fell asleep.
I'm trying to remember what time it is over there.
It's a 13-hour difference.
Okay. What time is it in Philly?
You can't do that math yourself. It's 10 o'clock. 13 hours on top of 10. 23
10:54 p.m. it says.
Right. 11 o'clock. That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's right.
Is that still that time travel game that you were playing before? The one where you're trying to retrieve something in the middle of Siberia that was like buried, and and like you have to leave your whole life behind, but you didn't have much of a life as the character, and then you get sent back to try and dig it up before anybody else gets it.
Are you sure this is me you're talking about?
Yes, this was you. You were playing a game like that.
How long ago was this?
About 2 weeks ago, maybe 3.
Siberia.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever had a game that took place in Siberia.
Yeah. Yeah, there was supposed to be some kind of mystery metal that could do something that no other metal could do, and the remnants of it was buried in the ground in Siberia in the past. You want me to see if I can Google?
Oh my god! Wow! I literally mentioned to you that I mentioned that to you in like 11 seconds, and I haven't thought of it since because the game is terrible.
Oh, okay.
And I can't believe you'd fucking remember that because I didn't even remember that because I stopped playing the game in like fucking 20 minutes.
I really liked the intro.
Terrible.
Yeah, it because it brings about an existential question for the character. You know.
Well, the problem was, I mean, no, the idea of it's not bad, but they made it so long ago that you move your guy and he walks like this.
Oh, okay.
And then all of a sudden, a fucking vehicle rolls up and goes, and your guy's like, and then it fucking restarts it. And I'm like, oh my god, it took me 5 minutes to walk across the screen.
Yeah.
And then this motherfucker shot me right away. Fuck this game. Like, the amount of time that I would spend on this fucking game, I could beat this fucking game before I even get through the first 6 levels. It's not worth my time. Like, it pisses me off because I spent $1 and change on it, but I honestly will probably never. I shouldn't even have it installed. I don't know why I do. I should have uninstalled it immediately and put it in my blocked fucking games folder on fucking Steam because it has no purpose. Like, there's no. I don't even know why they made it. Honestly, it's fucking insane.
Oh,
it's an absolutely insane fucking game. Like, it probably had. I mean, it was probably fun when they made it a long, long time ago.
Because it brought out one's imagination, one's philosophical imagination, perhaps.
I don't know. You know, games, especially action games, they're not about philosophy; they're about fun.
Did you read the article about the BioShock ending that I sent you, and how it has larger implications for?
I don't generally read too many articles.
All right, but you do know about the whole controversies surrounding the phrase "Would you kindly" from the game. Remember that was one of the catchphrases.
Nope. Because I played all the games and I very seldom ever remember hearing that. I heard it from like 2 characters, maybe.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
a big staple of the game.
So you finished the game, right?
2 of them.
Oh, and you do remember that the guy who was giving the orders was actually the bad guy, and then he gives this sort of speech.
That's a lot of games.
All right, let me.
I don't even know which game you're referring to. That might have been the one I didn't finish.
Yeah, let me see real quick if I can find that. In my messages. Okay.
No, I'm much happier playing games like this where it's all about resources and raiding shit and building up your reserves and finding shit.
Here we are. 18 years later, one of the greatest quotes in video game history still shakes us to our core. Um, Bioshock shaped gaming history 18 years ago with its most memorable quote, one of the most iconic lines across all video games, and not just because it has an unforgettable ring to it. It's the centerpiece of Bioshock's infamous plot twist, the condensation of a moment that forever altered the course of video game storytelling and still shakes gamers to their core
That
almost two
seems a
decades later.
retard.
Okay.
It had none of that is true.
It says
It had no actual meaning for the entire game.
it says Andrew Ryan's final monologue in Bioshock turned video game history upside down. Wow. Okay, so
that is a bold claim.
In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses, a slave obeys. You think you have memories? A farm, a family, an airplane, and then this place. Was there really a family? Did that airplane crash or was it hijacked? Forced down by something less than a man, something bred to sleepwalk through life until they're activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill or a slave? A man chooses, a slave obeys. Come in. Stop, would you kindly? Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase? Sit, would you kindly? Stand, would you kindly? Run, stop, turn. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Kill. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Obey. Yeah.
Anybody that ever played that game, that was not a significant fucking.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what this motherfucker's thought process was when he said that
okay,
this is the most, the strongest, mentality. That's insane. Like that is barely memorable to like, and I guarantee you, like a gamer doesn't think about shit like that. They hear it and they move the fuck on. The game's about killing 10,000
mostly left brained. It's about the how, not the why. Y'all don't sit around and philosophize and contemplate the meaning of life. You just want to win the game, right?
Well, no, we want to play the game because half the games out there can't be won.
Yeah,
I mean, at least not by the people playing them, because some games are so difficult that you can't beat them. They make them that way for a reason.
Yeah. Well, Nick Wagner, he could get through a game like overnight and then return it to me the next day. Yeah.
But like this game is a 100, 200, 500 hour game.
Oh, wow.
You could eventually beat it, sure, but most people don't.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that you can, I mean, I would say at least a quarter of the games out there, like not now. The games that are made now are made to be beaten. Like it's because, it's because people do not have the stick-to-itiveness to play a long game anymore because everything is about instant satisfaction.
I
mean, want a game that they can beat in a night and then get the fucking trophy on PlayStation Network,
or be able to sell it back in exchange for another game at GameStop. And Kala used to do that all the time
because he's a fucking retard. That's my point. If you're buying games, you realize that they would lose $35 to $40 every time they did that.
Oh yes, he did. Yeah.
I know fucking teenagers that did it 3 or 4 times. Well, at least 4 or 5 times a month. That's their parents' money. You want to do the math on that? $30 a time, 5 times a month.
5 times a month,
at least.
Wow.
Some of these, like you said, kids blasting through games in a day or two because they do it for 36 hours straight.
Yeah,
and they're really good at games.
Huh?
I mean, that's at least a $30 loss.
Well, when Colin was living in the Ritzy apartment, he had a manager job at some point at Cellfix, except that he had to sub in whenever one of the regular workers wouldn't come in.
But you're missing the point I was trying to get at. It's exceedingly expensive to do this. These games cost anywhere from $40 to $75 when you buy them.
Yeah.
When you trade them in, you're lucky if you get $25 or $30.
Yeah.
So you're losing anywhere from $20 to $50 when you do this. And if kids are doing it 4 or 5 times a month, that's hundreds of dollars a month that their parents are pissing away. So these kids can
you know what Kala told me? He told me that Rossi and a lot of the other kids who played video games all day in the multi-purpose room at Penn State Perks, they were there because like their parents were like super rich and stuff like that, and they had nothing to do with their lives. So like college was the only thing they could really think of doing after high school. But then it was like 13th grade because the student government told us that somebody had found a loophole to get a whole bunch of their friends in on provisional status, even when they had really sucky grades from high school. So it was like 13th grade at Penn State Perks, basically.
Was.
Yeah.
Not like it was.
Yeah. So anyway, let me read this to you and see if it jogs your memory. As Ryan reframes the game's opening moments and Jack, the protagonist, automatically follows his orders with each "would you kindly," it becomes clear that Jack is not a hero come by chance to save Rapture, but the pawn of Atlas revealed to be Frank Fontaine. Even as Jack gruesomely kills Ryan, it's not the victory over the enemy that players expect. It's a stark revelation that Jack, and even the player himself, is just a slave to someone else's will. It makes Bioshock's twist one of the best in any FPS because it flips the entire game. A second playthrough feels entirely different. Jack becomes a tragic character, and players question every choice they've made because they no longer appear to be choices at all.
Well, first of all, it's a video game. There are no choices.
Okay.
Generally speaking, I mean, yeah, each quest has a choice. You do A or you do B.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, it's not really a choice because whatever your character is that you're creating, they're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So the second you go into the quest, you know how it's going to end already.
Yeah.
So this is not a choose your own adventure book.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the kind of shit that they're referring to right there. But the fact of the matter is, they literally just said in the opening scene, I've played all of their games. I don't even know any of the characters' fucking names.
Okay.
And this person is writing them as though this touched everybody's soul that played it. Nobody even fucking remembers the names of these characters because they're not important. The game is about survival and about killing lots of freaks. It's not about whatever the fuck this retard's talking about. It has nothing to do with anything. He's just making shit up just to sound important, just like the fucking internet always does. A fucking tool bag.
It says Bioshock makes players an active participant in the narrative by calling attention to the lack of a real choice. Like any true postmodern,
conscious as you're playing.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, well, when people do that in Reflections, that's what happens to me when I watch Star Trek.
Nobody thinks about that shit. Nobody is like, oh, what is the big.
Well, not everybody's a ruminator, you know.
Nobody gives a shit about that. It's not why people game. They game as a fucking as an escape. From life.
Well, now I understand the whole Hindu cow thing because a cow is a ruminator, but that's also
a burger on legs. That's
right,
what a cow
right. But see, a cow is contemplative because rumination also means thinking of a thought over and over again, just like the cow chews its cud over and over again.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Spits it up, chews it, and then swallows it again, and then has it digested more in the second stomach. Yeah.
Cows can't even spit. Just making shit up.
Well, not spit, but vomit. You know.
They're not doing that either. They don't vomit. I don't even know if they can.
But have you ever gone through like a piece of information over and over and over again, but got something different out of it each time?
No,
kind of like the Van Gogh effect. Okay.
Again, my brain isn't broken. I don't get different. Do you realize that's literally you're literally talking about insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, getting different results. That's literally insanity. That's the definition.
I thought it was getting the same result when doing the same thing over and over.
No, it's expecting different results.
Well, the thing is, I've come to expect different results because I actually do get different results because my brain is shaped differently.
Okay, but that's my point. You're expecting it though.
I've come to expect it because of a precedent for it occurring.
Okay,
just about every single time.
So in that regard, that would be less insane. Clearly. Because there's a reason for it. But for people that do the same thing, like that dude before, like there's a reason that most people don't replay games. Because it's a game. It's designed by a person, and you're going to get the same answer the second time around.
So essentially, even if it's what he's saying that that it allows the players to be an active participant. Well, as soon as a whole bunch of them do it, then they're not really an active participant. They're not really seeing anything unique. So that yes, so this guy is essentially doing circular logic. Yeah, let me finish this real quick. Like any true postmodern piece of art, Bioshock avoids making a definite statement, but rather leaves the question open-ended.
What
I'm
did I
almost
just
done.
say? I said I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
You can read it to yourself. I don't want to hear it.
All right.
It's pointless to me.
Yep.
Less than pointless.
Yeah.
It's a waste of my fucking precious time.
Yep.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
I'm dying slowly like the rest of us are. See, that's why I can't listen to the shit that you listen to.
Oh,
I don't give a
okay.
fuck. Like, I only have, at max, probably 40 years left on this earth. And the
Yeah.
last 10 are probably going to be some sort of version of dementia if I'm normal, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Because that's the last 10 years of your life are basically fucking worthless. This is why people don't care when they smoke and drink, because that's the time frame they're going to lose, is the last 10 years.
Yeah.
When it's fucking worthless to be alive for most people anyway, unless you're a fucking World War II veteran. Somehow those motherfuckers are living to be 90, even though they've went through fucking hell already, and they're living forever. I'm like, that's fucking impressive, but I'm not.
I know what it is. It's that same effect when you do boxing. Then you're always ready for something to come at you in life, to mess with you, and then you're like more prepared, like you have an iron will, if you will.
Well, everybody should be prepared for life. They're already in it. See, the problem is women go through life not being ready, and that's why they have to have men that are ready.
Yeah.
Because women want to go through life without that. And the problem is that makes you a fucking target. And if you go through life without anybody looking out for you, and you're not looking out for you, it's going to get you killed, or at least used a lot. Because that's just not how fucking the world works. The world is not kind to fucking fools.
Yeah.
What's that phrase? Fools and there's a terminology for this. The world is harsh for fools and dreamers. Is it fools and dreamers?
Let me Google it.
Doesn't matter.
The world is harsh for fools and dreamers.
You type way too fast. That shit's crazy.
Oh, you're talking about Proverbs 14:18?
I don't know.
Proverbs 14:18 says, "Foolish dreamers live in a world of illusion." All right. Wise realists plant their feet on the ground. That is the MSG translation, which I've never heard of before. Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's find a more. Shoot.
I'm so tired of people making fucking. What are they called?
Yeah. Oh, there we are. King James. Okay, so King James says, "The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge."
Yeah, it wasn't religious.
That's an interesting.
That people use.
Well, how do you know they didn't get it from the Bible?
I'm not saying they didn't, but I'm saying the statement that I was coming up with was not gospel.
Okay.
Because it would have had a ring of gospel to it.
Yeah.
When I said it. And I would have remembered that more because it would have meant more to me. Because it comes from something I basically normally trust.
Institute for Creation Research says, as David so aptly says, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Dialogue with these dreamers is futile. Another person says, you say I'm a dreamer, we're two of a kind. Both of us are searching for some perfect environment or whatever. Let me try this Facebook one. Okay, Laura Bream says, hey, are you a dreamer? I haven't seen too many around lately. Things have been tough lately for dreamers. They say dreaming is dead. No one does it anymore. It's not dead. It's just that it's been forgotten, removed from our language. Nobody teaches it, so nobody knows it exists. The dreamer is banished to obscurity. Well, I'm trying to change all that, and I hope you are too, by dreaming every day, dreaming with our hands and dreaming with our minds. Our planet is facing the greatest problems it's ever faced ever. So whatever you do, don't be bored. This is absolutely the most exciting time we could possibly hope to be alive, and things are just starting. Excerpt from Waking Life. I would highly recommend this film if you haven't seen
it. Saying that this is the hardest it's ever been in reality is the dumbest fucking thing alive. We have the most fucking medicine we've ever had. We live the longest, pretty much.
Yeah.
That it's ever been even a possibility.
Yeah. So somebody gets facetious here.
That has never been the case in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
If you realize almost every single parent from the 50s on back lost at least one or two children during their life. That is absolutely fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
And now that doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So for somebody to say that it's the hardest it's ever been, that's fucking ridiculous. That is beyond nuts. But the fact that this person believes this, they are fucking just half brain dead, honestly.
Yeah. The one person says, crazy. Thank you for this oral extract to make it look nice and boring.
That shit's crazy.
Oh, somebody shares a song from SoundCloud called Imagine That by Coma Ozzy. Okay. Well, this was random, so I didn't expect. Oh, this is interesting. Thinking in spectrums. I generally think of life as an intersection of overlapping spectrums where each individual/community represents a unique configuration or character profile. Very few social problems can be accurately described in simplistic black and white either-or language. We do not exist as a byproduct of some cosmic battle between good and evil or a series of absolute antinomies where two opposing viewpoints must vie for supremacy. This revelation is particularly relevant to modern politics with its obsession with hyperpolarization. Thus, non-binary thinking is a critical step towards the abolition of coercive government, since hegemony is dependent upon mass participation, superficial narratives of us versus them. Without such artificial divisions, we could not be so easily conquered. Since the basic aim of each individual/community is to attain a healthy balance between oneself and others, the greater liberty of everyone to be oneself, the healthier the whole. That's from the Anarchism and Non-Euclidean Politics group.
Right. I definitely subscribe to that.
Oh, by the way, have you ever done any of the Hillsdale College stuff? I couldn't make it through it. It was just
Hillsdale College.
Oh, well, they're well, I don't know if they have a brick and mortar location. They might have gotten a brick and mortar location, but mostly their content is online, and they usually just do like traditional patriotic early American stuff because they think that this country is being taken over by sort of like a foreign force, if you will.
Isn't it?
Yeah. But the thing is, we don't necessarily agree on what that foreign force is, where it's actually coming from. Because there is some far entity from within too, in a way. I think it's honestly about the different ways we think. Now I won't go into detail about those whole like brain scan things where they compared conservatives and liberals, but I mean it's like they did find like different structures, different modes of thinking.
I'm sure they did.
Probably like Windows versus Linux or something.
One of them barely functioning and the other one functioning just fine.
Yeah. Oh, Ben Shapiro says, Christmas is central to understanding the roots of the West and the moral framework we all share. Dr. Jordan B. Peterson's biblical collection has over 40 hours of groundbreaking biblical analysis across 42 episodes, available exclusively on Daily Wire Plus. Does he bore you now, or is he still okay?
I just don't like plugs.
Oh, okay.
Because he's not saying anything. He's just saying, "Oh, watch this guy," because
that's true.
To watch him, you'll have to spend money. I mean, I'm not against the capitalism, but I don't want to fucking subscribe to it.
Yeah.
I have plenty of other things that are better to do with my money. Rather than give it to them.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I did fucking join that a long time ago, and I didn't get my fucking mug.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that if they were like, "Oh, well, all you have to do is fucking, let us know," but
yeah.
You never even asked my fucking address. You never even asked if that's where I wanted my mug sent. So you weren't fucking planning on sending me my mug, you motherfuckers. Cock smokes. Hate that shit.
What do you think of this? Israeli PM Netanyahu claims he wants to protect, quote, Christian communities around the world. Says during a trip to the U.S., Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told Christian evangelical leaders Israel would plan an alliance, quote, that supports Christian communities around the world, beleaguered communities who deserve our help. But he's pictured with Trump, so I'm guessing Trump told him to say that, right? I mean, is it likely that Trump told him to say that rather than him coming up with it on his own?
No, these people aren't idiots. They know what they need to say to get attention.
Mm-hmm. Oh, geez, this is telling. It says Philadelphians take to the streets to protest Trump's administration's arrest of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. But
He arrested a president?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
He sent the CIA in a while, and then he had like drone plane attacks and stuff like that. And then the one general was boasting that the next step we were going to use, F-15s and F-35s and shit like that.
Yes, please.
Yeah. But anyway, these protests in Philly are listed under a page called Philly Crime Update.
Yeah, because that has lots to do with Philly.
Well, it says Philadelphians take to the streets to protest Trump administration's arrest of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Now, in Florida, on the other hand, there were some Venezuelans who were like, happy about it because they said they lived under dictatorship for like 20 years in Venezuela.
It's like, why do you think fucking what are they called?
But still, some people argue two wrongs don't make a right. If you do something bad for good, it's still you're doing bad, right?
Not really. That's all about your worldview.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to most people, no.
Mm-hmm.
Most people believe in the greater good argument.
Well, you realize that countries are forced to become more dictatorial in order to maintain order after the U.S. deprives them of resources, including their own resources, but also things like the SWIFT system that allows for complete domination. They can cut you off, your entire country off, and then you can't do any credit card transactions. Apparently, that's what happened to Russia. Apparently. Because all the credit card companies are located in the U.S.
That's because we developed the whole concept.
Yeah.
So now I understand how they got me with this fucking landmine. Because I couldn't see the fucking thing.
Oh, interesting. In Lancaster, there's supposed to be an emergency peace rally in Penn Square at noon. Today. Did I say tomorrow? I meant today.
I'm not listening. The second you said peace rally, I fucking zoned out. So I could give a fuck about peace.
Yeah.
Because we don't get to have peace, not as the world police.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody fucking bitches about the world police, about us being the world police, until of course we're policing something they agree with. And then they're like, oh yeah, let's keep it going.
You go hiking recently at all?
I don't think I've ever willingly gone hiking, except when I was 15.
Yeah, one of my in-laws via my sister went hiking at the Pima Canyon. I love that place. I only been there once, but you have to like scramble up rocks, and sometimes you get covered in thorns and stuff like that. And you also have to cross the river in your bare feet, after taking your shoes and socks off as part of the trail. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That's just stupid. Who the hell takes your socks off?
Well, I mean, do you want to get your socks and shoes wet?
No, I will avoid the fucking water. That's the point.
But the trail goes through the water. It goes across the water.
Go over it.
Well, yeah, you'd have to hop on a whole bunch of little rocks. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Motherfuck. Well, they made this to be fucking difficult.
Damn
it, what is it? God almighty. It's been right at my feet.
Oh, actually, there's a conservative lesbian influencer who is saying Venezuelans are flooding the streets, cheering, celebrating, and waving American flags alongside Venezuelan flags. So there's actually counter protests that are like happy about the thing. I had no clue.
Of course, there's always two sides to everything.
Hmm.
Dude, even Vietnam had two sides.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
Hmm.
Okay, right there. Right across from that break. All right. Let's see if it's actually there. Nope. It's not there. It's there, but it's not there.
Oh. This says, if you want to shut down a conversation about Israel without engaging with facts, there's a word people reach for fast. Hasbara.
Hasbara?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. You know what? I'm going to try this.
Hmm.
You know what? Give me the fucking machine gun.
It's just a word to demand an explanation. It's like the word hogwash. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is a glitch. There's a fucking mine here that's not actually here.
Oh.
This is how they kept fucking blowing me up.
So you can see it, but it's not actually there.
It's there, but I can't.
But it's hidden. Okay.
If I could spell, I mean, they're all supposed to be hidden,
yeah.
But
that's
literally the point of a landmine. But
yeah,
the point is, it's not literally there because if you see a mine in any of these games, you could disarm it.
Yeah.
If you have the ability, you can disarm it and then take that mine for your own use, and then set it up yourself. But if you can't see the fucking thing and it blows you up, then it's just gone. It's a landmine.
Yeah. Hey, do you think politics actually has anything to do with theology? Because people are okay. Why?
I think you can fucking force them together, but in and of themselves, they're not.
Okay.
Linked.
The Standing for Freedom Center is releasing a book called Theology of Politics, an ebook. But the first thing they say in the post is your Second Amendment rights are under attack.
Well, then they're probably using it. What's it called? Not rhetorically. What's that word?
Yeah, rhetorically, yeah. Says, did you know that colonial pastors used the Bible to support the right to keep and bear arms? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The Bible?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. There is nothing about.
Okay. Maybe they could twist, like, put on the armor of light, or Moses holding up the staff to keep, the Israelites winning.
None of those are firearms.
Okay.
So again, that's a stupid argument.
Well, wait a minute. But they couldn't have possibly had firearms back then.
Exactly. That's why it's a stupid argument.
No. But the only firearm that they had was Moses' staff.
It's not a firearm.
It was imbued with God's power. It could shoot out thunder and lightning, couldn't it?
Could.
Because Yahweh's a lightning god, isn't he?
Okay, first of all, Yahweh isn't God. It's their God. Which is slightly different.
Okay. Good answer.
No, it never says in the Bible that it shot fucking lightning.
I know, but we can only imagine. Well, I mean, it parts the sea. Actually,
not by lightning.
Okay.
Somebody would have remembered that and written it down if that was
all right. Well, the thing is, another way people word it is that in order to part the sea, Moses spoke the magic of a particular Hebrew letter.
No. Okay, that's an interpretation. That's not in the Bible. I don't give a fuck about interpretation.
Possibly the bet, which is the door. But see, after they cross over, it's essentially the birth of a nation. They figure they are separate from biblical Egypt, if you will.
Okay, first of all, I don't think there's any such thing as biblical Egypt.
Oh yeah, I think there's biblical Egypt, biblical Babylon, biblical Israel, but I don't believe that Israel's like supposed to be like a real place on earth. It's referring to a place in the stars, but yeah, I don't want to go too much into that.
Guess what? The Bible has nothing to do with the stars, so you can throw that shit out right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh wow, it's 10:28 already. Maybe I better go and do something while the sun is shining.